What is up, Digimon gamers, and welcome back to a brand new Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. And in today's Duel Links video, I'm going to showcase to you guys this awesome Amazoness deck from Serenity. And this deck right here actually was a very important deck when it comes to just playing Amazoness, because this deck right here was actually able to top well in an important Duel Links tournament. In the Meta Championship tournament, the 41st one, this tournament that has around a prize pool of $1,500, which is pretty big for Duel Links standards, this deck was able to place top 8, which is pretty good because there's some cutthroat decks in that tournament. And in today's video, I decided to give this deck a try myself. I wanted to try this deck out because I thought it'd been a cool idea to play Amazoness on the channel. While I hated this deck when it was a top deck back in the day, it's kind of nice to revisit it now when it's not as meta as it was before. And while this deck is still toxic, it's still a lot of fun to play if you play your cards right. So in today's video, I'm going to showcase to you guys 4 different replays while I was climbing the KC Cup ladder. And these 4 dual replays are really cool. I got a variety of cool replays for you guys. And there's no filler content today, guys. That's why there's only 4 replays, because all 4 of these duels are just nice, intense duels of me first learning how to play Amazoness and also smacking up some people in PvP. So without further ado, let's get into today's Duel Links video. If you guys are excited, leave a like on the video down below. And if you have not already, be sure to go subscribe to the channel, because if you do not, you see that sucker right there. That person's hiding back there because you have not subscribed to the channel already. So what are you doing? Subscribe already so this poor Octo plushie doesn't have to hide in fear because you're not a Watt007 subscriber. So in the first duel replay here, we're going to be going against a Duke Devlin named Damn. And this guy right here, I forget which deck he's playing, but we'll find out soon. But we're going to be going first in the KC Cup. Now, all these duels are kind of early on in the KC Cup. I haven't climbed the KC Cup that much yet, but these duels are still awesome to see, so let's take a look at it. So we had an interesting opening hand. We had Amazoness Baby Tiger, and we had a Book of Moon Canadia and Amazoness Onslaught, which honestly is not that bad of a hand here. Now, we are playing the skill Holy Guard, and Holy Guard is actually really huge for this deck because you take no battle damage during your turn, and this gives us access to be able to freely swing into our opponent's monsters without worrying about taking any extra battle damage, which is huge because what's nice about Amazoness Onslaught is that after damage calculation, if your Amazoness monster battled an opponent's monster while this card's face up in the spell and trap card zone, you can banish that opponent's monsters. So even if we have just a little cute baby tiger on the field, we can attack into our opponent's big blue eyes white dragons or whatever and not worry about taking around 2,500 attack damage or life points. So that's huge right there. We got an interesting hand though, because we got Baby Tiger. We're going to set our 3 cards face down and wrap up our turn here. Our opponent is going to first activate Solar Recharge and then go sets a monster down and sets a card face down. We're going to go try to attack and try to get rid of our opponent's monster, because when our opponent plays defense position monsters, we have all the free reign to try to attack into it, because we don't have to worry about taking battle damage, and we won't worry about our Amazoness getting destroyed because, of course, the monster is not in attack position. But unfortunately, this guy right here had to activate his Karma Cut. He's going to draw a card, activate another Solar Recharge, sends a couple cards to the graveyard. He's going to summon into Lumina, but we're going to flip that down with Canadia because we do not want to worry about our opponent synchro summoning into a monster, because we have no monsters on the field right now or any ways to get rid of it right now. So let's just flip that in the Lumina before we have to worry about a big old synchro monster. We're going to draw into Amazoness Princess and activate the ability of Onslaught. So what's cool about Onslaught too is that while you go into your battle phase, you can actually special summon an Amazoness monster from your hand onto the field and allow it to get an extra 500 attack until the end of the turn. So if you haven't done a normal summon this turn and you don't have multiple Amazoness in your hand, you might as well just go to the battle phase and do that real quick. We're going to get that boost, use Princess's effect to search for an Amazoness Onslaught from our deck, and we're actually going to sack it off right away so that we can special summon our Amazoness Queen. What's really cool about Amazoness Queen is that Amazoness monsters you control cannot get destroyed by battle, so that's really cool right there. So yeah, you get the Summon Princess, search for free for a new card, and then you can sack off that card right away to special summon another Amazoness monster. Our opponent, unfortunately, activates Bacon Saber, so he can't get rid of his resources yet. He's going to activate another Solar Recharge. He's going to flip up his Lumina. We're going to flip it back down with Book of Moon, because, again, I don't want to deal with any synchro monsters right now. And then we're going to go switch our Amazoness Queen to attack position and then start attacking our opponent. We're going to get rid of his Raiko right there. And then he's going to trigger his abilities. Now, in most cases, this would have actually been a problem because he could have popped our Onslaught and it would have been annoying to try to get rid of our opponent's monsters. But unfortunately for him, as you can see, Mr. Duke over there has no cards in his graveyard, so he doesn't even bother popping anything. And he just basically surrenders because, again, he ran out of cards he could not draw into anymore. And that was a quick dub for us. Unfortunately, this guy was just milling himself too much, and we had enough resources to just stall him out, which is huge for us, and that was an easy dub. Next duel, we're going to be going against a Seto Kaiba, and lo and behold, that this person's name is still Seto Kaiba. How crazy. We're going to be going first again with Amazonas here, and we're going against a good old meta Blue Eyes White Dragon player. He got the Ultimate Dragon skill. Things are not looking too good for us. Still, we open up in a hand with Amazonas Queen, and then we have 3 back row cards, so we're just going to set everything. Luckily, even though Amazonas drawing into Amazonas Queen is kind of a brick, at least we can special summon it with Amazonas Onslaught, so that's not too much to worry about. Our Seto Kaiba that we're going against is going to be summoning into Sage, and we're going to negate that right away with good old Fiendish Chain, so he is not allowed to search for any monsters, which is going to be huge for us. He's going to double set. We're going to go summon into Princess that we drew into, and then Regeki Break's going to trigger, immediately shutting down Princess. We're going to still search for Onslaught, though, and then we're going to try to attack with our Amazonas Queen, only for him to use Karma Cut right afterwards, bro. And from this point on, I was so tilted that this guy was shutting me down. I was like, are you kidding me, bro? I want to actually win against Blue Eyes so I can give you guys some content of this deck and showcasing this deck winning against Blue Eyes White Dragon. And bro, this guy activates both Regeki Break and Karma Cut, which is so annoying. So it is what it is, though. Luckily, since he did waste all of his resources, he didn't draw into anything good, so he's going to put his Sage in defense position, sets the card face down. Unfortunately, we drew into a TTH, which is not useful whatsoever in this duel. We do draw into Paddlein now, and we're going to summon into Amazon's Paddlein, only for this dude to activate Regeki Break, bro. Like, I just can't get a break, dude. Still, we're both in a situation where me and this guy cannot do nothing. And we're just in this stalemate right now because I keep shutting him down. He keeps shutting me down. He is wasting all of his resources. Fortunately for us, we still have a lot of resources on our hand to kind of pop off here. We draw into the Amazonas Princess. And thanks to summoning into Amazonas Princess, we're able to special summon it in Amazonas from our deck. So we summon it into Tiger, and we also get rid of his Sage with the Eyes of Blue. We do discard TTH here because I kind of was at the point where it's like, I don't think I'm going to be able to use TTH because eventually I'm going to have a bunch of my cards in the graveyard soon for trap wise. So I just decided to get rid of Trap Hole in this situation because I just didn't see myself using it. Maybe could have got rid of an Onslaught instead, but it's not a big deal. Next up, our opponent's going to summon into Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, and we're going to shut that down real quick with Canadia. Next up, our opponent's going to summon into Ancients, get rid of our Baby Tiger, but unfortunately, this guy did not read because due to the fact he attacked with his Ancients into our Baby Tiger. Even though Baby Tiger is in defense position, Onslaught is still going to be able to trigger the battle because it was still technically a battle between the two cards. So I was able to banish his Ancients and not allow him to summon another Blue Eyes. Still, he had a different Ancient in his graveyard that he put in there in this turn, so he is going to summon into Blue Eyes White Dragon, but we're about to pop off here. It's all good. We're going to go into Canadia, special summon Baby Tiger, and thanks to the fact that we special summoned an Amazonas monster from our deck, we're going to be able to special summon our Baby Tiger from our graveyard back onto the field. So after we attack into Alternative White Dragon and banish it with Onslaught, we're going to be able to attack into that Blue Eyes White Dragon in attack position and banish that too. And thanks to Holy Guard, we did not lose any life points here, because if we did not have Holy Guard, this play would have not happened whatsoever, because we would have basically lost for how much damage it would have took attacking into a defensive Blue Eyes White Dragon with 2,500 defense and then a 3,000 attack Blue Eyes White Dragon. Like, it ain't happening, bro. So Holy Guard is coming in clutch here. He next up activates Ultimate Dragons, and in most cases this would actually be huge because again, he only had 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons in his hand. You can't do nothing with that, so having access to Ultimate Dragons is going to be huge here. But fortunately for us, we do have our good old Canadia to flip that down right away. Probably should have waited until the battle phase to activate it, but luckily Kaiba doesn't have anything up his sleeve, so we're good to go here. We're going to go attack into his Ultimate Dragons with Baby Tiger, direct attack with Princess, special summon Paddlein from our deck. Unfortunately, we're not getting him close to lethal yet, but we still got resources on our side of the field because we just drew into a Fiendish Chain. We're going to use Fiendish Chain and negate his Sage once again. Seto Kaiba probably tilted to all hell right now, but it's fine because for us, we're going to end his misery and get this dub with Amazonas smacking up a tier 1 deck, which is very, very, very exciting to see that this deck is capable of winning the Blue Eyes matchup. Keep in mind, though, that if you guys are able to play this deck, if you have multiple copies of Book of Moon, definitely run those over Fiendish Chain. I'm only rocking 3 to 2 copies of Fiendish Chain because I don't have 3 copies of Book of Moon. And Fiendish Chain has been a very problematic card against the Blue Eyes White Dragon matchup. So while it's great for shutting down Ancients and Sage, it is still very annoying to deal with when it comes to when your opponent summons into a Blue Eyes White Dragon, because you cannot stop your opponent's Blue Eyes White Dragon with Fiendish Chain, because Fiendish Chain does not allow you to target normal monsters because they have no effects in the first place. So that is something to keep in mind there when you are in the Blue Eyes matchup, because Blue Eyes has actually smacked me up a lot of the time. Like, Amazonas has kind of like a 50-50 matchup against Blue Eyes. Like, if you're able to play your cards right and shut down your opponent with the correct cards, you're going to be good to go. But once they get that vanilla Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, it becomes a lot more problematic. That's why he runs stuff like TTH, but still, I'm not too good of a player, so I kind of mess up here and there. But still, definitely try to rock more copies of Book of Moon if you can. Next up, we're going to be going against Bandit Keith, and I honestly forgot what deck this guy's playing, but we'll find out soon. We're going to be going second this time around, which is going to be pretty interesting for these matches, because in the past 2 duel replays, I went first. So let's see what this guy's up his sleeve. Okay, I remember now. So this was a Witchcrafter player here, and this was an interesting matchup against Witchcrafters, because for the most part, Witchcrafters couldn't do much against Amazonas, because while it was nice to be able to trigger my effects and whatnot, which he should have negated this. First of all, this guy made the mistake of not negating my princess right away. But still, what's nice about Amazonas here is that it relies more on the trap cards instead of the monster effects themselves. So you can actually get rid of Verde very, very, very easily, comboing with Holy Guard and comboing with Amazonas Onslaught. And you just can get rid of Verde in a snap, which is super, super nice. So you'll see a lot of memes right here. And I was a very hesitant player against this guy because, again, they can't really do much to me with the back row that I had and with the Onslaught. Like, Onslaught against Witchcrafters is just a GG. So this guy sets up his board. We swing with our Tiger, trigger Onslaught. He's going to activate his Witchcrafter, like Patreonis or whatever it's called. But again, he's going to try to utilize Verde's effect to boost its defense and try to make me lose a bunch of damage here. But thanks to Holy Guard, it's not going to matter. We're going to be able to banish Verde here. We're also going to be able to banish this other Amazonas card here and also go for some cheeky plays here. You guys don't see this because the duel replay is going really quick, but we first attacked with Baby Tiger to get rid of Verde. Then we attacked with Princess against his other defense position monster to then sack off Baby Tiger to summon into Amazonas Queen. And then right as we summoned Amazonas Queen, Baby Tiger that we had on the field already was in the graveyard. So then we brought him back onto the field for an extra attack. So we're able to attack twice with Baby Tiger, which is just some spicy plays, dude. I love it, dude. We're able to get an extra 500 points of damage there and have a bunch of resources in our hands. So those are some little spicy plays there, which I like to see. Next up, though, Bandit Keith's going to summon into Pator. And then, again, I kind of let him do his plays. I could have, like, maybe tried to Fiendish Chain or Book of Moon it, but I think right as I would try to use Fiendish Chain, he could just bounce off his Witchcrafter monster and get rid of it anyways by chaining its own effect against my Fiendish Chain. So I just let him play it out. I thought that was the best play in this situation. And then, yeah, he just cycles a bunch of cards between his graveyard back to his hand, but it's going to be irrelevant because, again, even though Verde can negate my Amazonas effects themselves, it won't matter because Onslaught, he needs to negate the Onslaught. And since he's not able to get rid of Onslaught here, we can just banish all of his Verdes. You can keep activating all your cards, bro. Summon everything you want, dog. It don't matter. It really do not matter, bro. Witchcrafters are relevant, bro. I ain't taking damage. If I didn't have Holy Guard, I would have lost here. But bro, since I got Holy Guard, I'm just able to swing, and Witchcrafters only play defense position monsters. So Amazon is just outright counters Witchcrafters, which is just really cool to see. So yeah, Jenny's gonna trigger its ability. Verde's gonna get summoned on the field. This time he finally picked up that he probably wants to summon his monsters in attack position, but by the time he figured it out, it's too late. We're going to go Book of Moon, his one monster they summoned here. I forgot what this one was called. We're going to Book of Moon his Adele here. We're going to negate his Verde from activating effects for the rest of the duel. It's just a G motherfucking G. And right here, we're going to go just BM him a little bit. We're going to BM this guy a little bit and just get rid of his resources here by banishing his Adele. And then we're just going to attack for game right here. Verde tries to activate both of her effects, but is negated to Fiendish Chain. And unfortunately, Bandit Keith gets smacked up in the PvP ladder. Well, KC Cup to be specific. But yeah, that was a nice duel here. I was very satisfied with that win. Last duel, we're going to get some Mako Tsunami. And if I remember correctly, this Mako was a goofy guy, if I remember this duel correctly. So let's see what happens here. We're going turn 1 again. I remember, actually, I think I was a goofy guy here. Okay, so in this duel right here, the opening hand was atrocious. You're going to see this and you're going to laugh, bro. What is this hand? At least we drew into Princess. If we didn't draw into Princess, this duel would have been a G motherfucking G, bro. It would have not happened, but we opened up with 3 Baby Tigers, bro, and an Amazonas Princess. Now, first misplay I did here is that I did not special summon my Baby Tiger after Or I did not summon my baby tiger when I could have, because when you normal summon a Amazoness card or just normal or special summon an Amazoness card, you can special summon baby tiger from your hand or graveyard. But I was so pissed off at my hand that I was just like, yep, GG, I don't care about this duel anymore. So I just summoned Princess, set Onslaught, and passed out of frustration. Our opponent summons into Noble Knight Dyson and activates a Destiny. We're going to trigger Onslaught while he was attacking me, which I don't know why this guy attacked me, bro. Like, there's no reason to attack me, dog. But this gives me access to summon my 2 baby tigers. And on top of that, I was able to basically banish his monster here thanks to Onslaught. So, again, he got rid of my Princess, woohoo, bud. But we're able to summon it into 2 baby tigers. Next up, we're actually going to go for our first Xyz summon here, which honestly, I haven't had that many times to Xyz summon, but it's still nice to have the extra deck because it's really cool to see that Duel Links has all these generic Xyz monsters now, so that even if a deck doesn't rely on Xyz summoning, you can still throw those Xyz summon monsters in there just in case of a situation where you need to bait out a Karma Cut or whatever the case may be. So we go into a Logos to profit a yeah, I cannot say that word right now. Demolition, there you go, or demolition. I don't know. I cannot read. I'm a 5-year-old. Anyways, though, we get Karma Cutted here, which is fine actually because it was okay to bait it out, because then we use Onslaught to summon our last baby tiger from hand and then special summon another baby tiger from our graveyard. So we're able to bait his last back row card out and summon 2 baby tigers here, which is more useful than that Xyz monster because baby tiger can combo off of Onslaught. So he's going to summon into his Murdant and equip a Noble Arms equip spell card. Pops our Onslaught, which unfortunately for him, since it was Onslaught, we're able to special summon a Princess from the graveyard and search for another Onslaught. It is so nice for Onslaught to be at 3. All you Amazoness players, if you guys have not been playing Amazoness again, what are you doing, bro? Because Onslaught back to 3 is so toxic. Anyways, though, our opponent's going to attack our monster in frustration, surrenders, and we rank up, which is so awesome there. And that's actually going to do it for today's PvP video. I hope you guys did enjoy Amazoness messing up the PvP ladder. Let me know what you guys think of Amazoness being a viable deck in Duel Links yet again. I genuinely think this is a deck that can reach King of Games if you play it right. The only unfortunate part is that it is a very expensive deck compared to in the past, but still, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Again, if you haven't already, leave a like on the video down below if you guys did enjoy. And if you watched to the end of this video and you have not already, why not hit the subscribe button so you get notified when I make new videos and upload them. So there's that right there. But thank you so much for watching today's video, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.